Zombieland Double Tap stars the returning cast members of the first film from 10 years ago doing what they do best, killing zombies in humorous ways on their path to Washington, D.C. to make the capital their home. But then everything goes sideways when Columbus decides to make like a Skyrim guard only to be rejected like a standard USB being inserted upside down. Then Wichita and Little Rock take off on their own because apparently women are the only ones who are afraid of commitment. But then Wichita is abandoned by Little Rock, who falls for some self-absorbed dipshit who thinks that being a pacifist is a good fucking idea, let alone in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. So now Wichita regroups with Tallahassee and Columbus to get Little Rock back. Right out the gate, this film is funny, but not as witty as the first one. This is evident by the lazy intro that lacks anything of value that made the first Zombieland intro work. Otherwise, this is a tough distinction when moments like the snowballs joke, for example, is something that stands out all these years later. But I remember almost none of the funny lines from this film only a few days ago. The dialogue is good, but forgotten, and there certainly are funny moments I recall, like this sequel's zombie kill of the year. And the best scene in the film taking place shortly after Columbus and Tallahassee meet their counterparts Flagstaff and Albuquerque, followed by an awesome continuous shot scene. But again, there aren't lines that really come to mind. Most of the new characters introduced are fine overall, like the two previously mentioned along with Nevada, who compares to Wichita. Oh wait, there's a couple lines! But they're still not too memorable though. But then there are the other two, Berkeley and Madison, both of whom make me want to have unprotected sex with a cheese grater while French kissing a running chainsaw. Madison is so insufferable that I want to throw her into a pit of armed bear traps, and Berkeley is so full of himself I would hold him face first in a vat of liquid nitrogen, then smash his face on the counter. If that was the goal of the film, it definitely achieved it, so maybe it's not so much negative, I suppose, but still, fuck those characters with the business end of a battle axe. Zombieland 2 also goes the direction of Left 4 Dead by introducing new zombies that bring another level of threat for the group to deal with. If the zombies actually did anything worth a damn, the dumb ones, the smart ones, the stealth ones, and the near unstoppable copyright infringement. Sorry, I meant the T-800s. Yes, named after the Terminator itself because they're so strong, fast, smart, and relentless, they are in a whole new class of their own. Now, I bet you really want to watch a scene that shows all the various strengths and weaknesses of these new zombie strains in various settings. Well, so the fuck would I, because that's not what happens at all, and they're all mowed down in broad daylight doing literally nothing unique to themselves, and this was a giant waste of our time. Except the dumb ones. They got that right. Seriously, the entire climax of this film is predicated on the fact that T-800s are so dangerous an entire pack of them will obliterate a safe zone built by a community of hippie pacifists known as Babylon. And yes, it is just as bad and stupid as it sounds, and you can call me the seven-headed beast because I would raise the place myself. And if the T-800s are so dangerous in part due to their intelligence, why the fuck did they all chase one person but not immediately devour everyone who stood not 2 feet from them? Zombieland Double Tap rides that line just above being full-blown negative in my opinion. A downgrade for me from the first one. It's more of Zombieland, but feels lazier and less fleshed out. If it was a game, this would be a fine little expansion, but that's about it. So if that's all you came here for, then gobble it up. Now, I've never been good with ending movie reviews or farewells, so that'll do, pig. Hello, viewer. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next week.